Good morning, students of Standard 9. Today we are going to study topic cell organelles from chapter 1 cell. Cell organelles. These are the living component of the cell. Students, the living component of the cell keeps the cell activated. The living component of the cell are mitochondria, which you can see in the diagram, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, bracteoles, there are two types of cell, animal cell and plant cell. So students, you can find the two different types of cells, animal cell and the plant cell. The identifying feature of the animal cell is that there is no presence of cell wall in it. Since it's the most important feature of the animal cell, that there is no presence of cell wall in it, and it is due to which the shape of the animal cell is not fixed or is not definite. Whereas, if we concentrate on the plant cell, then there is presence of cell wall in it. Now students, let's understand this concept with the help of the diagram. Students, in this picture of the plant cell and the animal cell, we can notice that there is a presence of a hard outermost cover, and this is called as cell wall. Students, if you will notice here, the cell wall is also indicated, which remains present in the plant cell. But if the same cell wall, if you want to locate on the animal cell, then you will not be able to locate, simply because animal cell lacks the cell wall. So students, from the diagram also, presence and absence of cell wall is distinctly visible. Students, apart from this, in the plant cell, you can also identify the chloroplast, which is also indicated here. But if the same chloroplast you want to locate there in the animal cell, then you will not be able to find the chloroplast in the animal cell. Now students, the reason for the absence of chloroplast in the animal cell is that animal cell does not perform the process of photosynthesis, and as we know that it is the chloroplast where the process of photosynthesis takes place. So students, here in the chloroplast only photosynthesis takes place, but the same photosynthesis does not take place in the animal cell. So that is why the chloroplast remains absent in the animal cell. Mitochondria. It is the double membrane cell organelle, which is called as powerhouse of the cell. So students, mitochondria has two membranes which envelops the mitochondria. So these two membranes are the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Due to the presence of these two membranes only, mitochondria is called as double membrane cell organelle. Since mitochondria is the exact place where the power gets generated in the form of ATP, and this forms a reason to call the mitochondria as powerhouse of the cell. So students, because mitochondria generates power, that is why it is powerhouse of the cell. Students, now if you will concentrate, you can find the inner layer of the or inner membrane of the mitochondria forms finger-like projection. You can see here, this is the finger-like projection formed by the inner membrane. This is the inner membrane, students, and this inner membrane is forming the finger-like projection. So this finger-like projection is called as the cristae. Students, apart from cristae, you can also find semi-jelly-like fluid substance which remains present inside the mitochondria, which is called as matrix. Chloroplast. It is double membrane cell organelle which synthesizes starch during photosynthesis. So students, chloroplast is also enveloped by two membranes. That is why it is called as double membrane cell organelle. Students, chloroplast is the exact place where starch gets synthesized by the process of photosynthesis. So due to the production of starch in the chloroplast, chloroplast is also called as kitchen of the cell. Now students, for understanding the concept of chloroplast, if we concentrate on this picture, we can find the presence of two membranes distinctly enveloping the chloroplast. The outer membrane envelops the chloroplast exteriorly and the inner membrane enveloping the chloroplast interiorly. So, outer membrane enveloping the chloroplast from outside and inner membrane enveloping the chloroplast from inside. Students, you can also find inside the chloroplast presence of grana and stroma. Students, grana actually is the collection of thylakoids. So students, a single disc shaped structure which you can note here also is the lower part of the slide where it is written thylakoids. The single disc like structure is called as the thylakoid and the collection of thylakoid is called as the grana. Students, stroma is the semi-jelly like fluid substance which remains present in the chloroplast. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is a single membrane cell organelle which secretes hormones and enzymes. So students, here we can find that the endoplasmic reticulum is not double membrane, rather it is single membrane. That means only one membrane envelops endoplasmic reticulum. And the main function of the endoplasmic reticulum is in the synthesis of fatty acid and proteins. Students, endoplasmic reticulum actually is of two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Students, the endoplasmic reticulum, which is associated with the ribosomes. So students, here you can find the ribosomes. These dot-like structures are the ribosomes. So the endoplasmic reticulum, which is associated with ribosomes, are called as the rough endoplasmic reticulum, whereas the endoplasmic reticulum, which you can see here, which is not associated with the ribosome, is called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Students, even in this slide you can see that endoplasmic reticulum has been explained to be of two types, RER and SER. Now students, here R represents the rough and S represents the smooth. So rough ER and smooth ER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum generally remains quite near to the nucleus, whereas the smooth endoplasmic reticulum remains quite distant from the nucleus. That is one of the identifying features of the SER and RER. Nucleus. It is double membrane cell structure which controls the entire cellular metabolic activities taking place within the cell. So students, you can find the two membranes which remains present enveloping the nucleus and which controls the entire cellular metabolic activities. Students, because nucleus is controlling the entire metabolic activities inside the cell, nucleus is also called as controlling authority of the cell. Students, in the nucleus there is presence of nucleolus, which is a more condensed structure. So this highly condensed structure remains present within the nucleus and is called as nucleolus. Types of cell. The following are the types of cell. The following are the types of cell based on nucleus. So students, based on nucleus, the cell are of two different types: prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. Students, prokaryotic cell is the cell without distinct nucleus. There is presence of 70S type of ribosome in prokaryotic cell, whereas the eukaryotic cell is the cell with distinct nucleus. Students, because in the eukaryotic cell there is presence of distinct nucleus, eukaryotic cells are also called as modern cells, whereas the prokaryotic cells are called as primitive cells. there is presence of ATS type of ribosome present in the eukaryotic cell. So students, because the prokaryotic cell is the primitive type of cell, that is why ATS type of ribosome remains present in the prokaryotic cell, whereas because eukaryotic cell is supposed to be the modern cell, that is why ATS type of ribosome remains present in the eukaryotic cell. Why mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria generates power in the form of ATP, which forms the reason to call it powerhouse of the cell. Thank you, students.